Scylla, the terrifying sea monster of Greek mythology, stands as one of the most enduring symbols of maritime danger and the unknown lurking beneath the waves. Her legend, woven through ancient texts and oral tradition, speaks not only to the fears of seafarers, but also to the broader anxieties of humankind when confronted with forces beyond their control. In the heart of Greek mythology, Scylla's origins are rooted in the landscape of the Mediterranean, specifically in the narrow strait between Sicily and Italy. This treacherous passage, known as the Strait of Messina, was infamous for its unpredictable currents and deadly rocks. It was here that poets and storytellers placed Scylla, making her the embodiment of the sea's peril and the ultimate test for those who dared to cross. The earliest and most famous mention of Scylla comes from Homer's Odyssey, where she is described as a monstrous obstacle on Odysseus's journey home, forever representing the dangers that awaited ancient sailors. Scylla's physical form is as horrifying as her reputation. She is depicted with 6 ravenous heads, each resembling that of a fierce dog, bristling with multiple rows of razor-sharp teeth. Her body is serpentine and elongated, coiling in and out of the rocky cave she calls home. The mere sight of her is said to be enough to paralyze a crew with fear. This monstrous configuration was not just for dramatic effect. It was intended to convey the utter impossibility of defeating her. Scylla was not a foe that could be slain or bargained with. She existed as a permanent threat, an immovable hazard in the path of any who would traverse her domain. The mythological narrative of Scylla reveals a tragic transformation, hinting at the capriciousness of fate and divine will. Before becoming a monster, Scylla was a beautiful nymph, beloved for her grace and innocence. However, her beauty provoked jealousy, particularly from the sorceress Circe. Driven by envy and perhaps other unspoken motives, Circe cast a magical curse upon Scylla, warping her form into that of a monster. Some versions of the tale suggest divine punishment played a role, with Scylla's transformation serving as a warning against hubris or forbidden love. Whatever the cause, her metamorphosis was permanent, and she became a permanent maritime threat, a living embodiment of the unpredictable wrath of the gods and the sea. Scylla's most legendary encounter unfolds in Homer's Odyssey, where she presents a nearly impossible navigation challenge to Odysseus and his crew. Forced to choose between 2 perils, Scylla on one side and Charybdis, a deadly whirlpool, on the other, Odysseus must make a fateful decision. The passage between them is so narrow and treacherous that avoiding one inevitably means coming dangerously close to the other. In the story, Odysseus chooses to sail nearer to Scylla, accepting the loss of several crew members, rather than risking total destruction by Charybdis. This episode encapsulates the concept of choosing the lesser of 2 evils, a motif that has endured in literature and language ever since. Scylla and Charybdis together symbolize impossible choices, where every option carries significant risk. Beyond the myth, Scylla's image looms large in the maritime consciousness of the ancient Greeks. She embodies the ocean's unpredictability, serving as both cautionary tale and explanation for shipwrecks and missing sailors. In an age when maritime exploration was fraught with danger and the boundaries of the known world were ever expanding, stories of Scylla helped the Greeks make sense of the hazards they faced. The sea was a place of opportunity and trade, but it was also a domain of uncontrollable natural forces. By personifying these dangers in the form of Scylla, Greek culture gave shape to its anxieties and provided a narrative framework for understanding loss and disaster at sea. The legend of Scylla also finds echoes in the scientific realm. Some scholars believe that tales of Scylla may have been inspired by sightings of giant squid or other mysterious sea creatures that surfaced unexpectedly in the Mediterranean. The dangerous marine passages near Sicily, with their swirling currents and hidden rocks, could easily have given rise to stories of monsters lurking just out of sight, Limited maritime exploration and poor navigational tools of the era only heightened the sense of mystery and fear. To ancient sailors, the ocean was vast and largely unknown, and the possibility of encountering something monstrous was a very real concern. The Scylla myth, in this sense, reflects not only human imagination but also genuine encounters with the unpredictable environment. At a deeper psychological level, Scylla stands as a powerful symbol of the human fear of the unknown. Her monstrous form and insatiable hunger represent the uncontrollable natural forces that threaten human existence, especially in hostile environments like the open sea. She is a personification of anxiety, loss, and the unpredictability of fate. For the Greeks and for many cultures since, stories like that of Scylla provided a way to grapple with the mysteries and dangers of the world, offering comfort through narrative even as they acknowledged the limits of human power. The enduring appeal of Scylla's legend lies in its layers of meaning. She is at once a real danger, a metaphor, and a psychological archetype. Her presence in the Odyssey and other myths illustrates the challenges of facing the unknown, making difficult choices, and accepting loss as an inevitable part of life's journey. In this way, Scylla transcends her origins as a sea monster and becomes a universal symbol, one that continues to resonate with audiences today. Through the centuries, Scylla has remained a fixture of maritime folklore, her story retold in countless forms. Whether as a warning to sailors, a subject of artistic interpretation, or a metaphor for life's perilous passages, she endures as a testament to the power of myth to capture the complexities of human experience. Her legend invites us to contemplate our own encounters with danger and uncertainty, and to recognize the courage it takes to navigate the narrow straits of life. In the end, Scylla's story is more than just a tale of terror. It is a reflection of the enduring human quest to understand, confront, and ultimately survive the forces that lie beyond our control. She reminds us that, even in the face of impossible choices and unimaginable threats, the journey continues, and the stories we tell shape our passage through the unknown.